Hey guys, it's Jacqie. It's Jacqie. Hi, how are you? Today's video is a long one, I'm sure, because Jacqie doesn't know when to shut up. Yeah, it's a chatty one. So, get comfy. And we'll get through this together, hopefully. If you enjoy beauty-related content and craziness, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. And next to that, once you hit subscribe, there's a little bell. Ring the bell and you will become part of the hashtag Notification Nation. And YouTube will alert you as soon as my videos go up. Okay. Also, in my description box are my social media handles to Instagram and Twitter. Feel free to follow me on those. If you do, you'll see more me. Come on, y'all want to see more me, don't you? You'll see looks, makeup of the days. If you follow me on Twitter, I tend to post songs that I'm listening to on Pandora on there, in case you're curious, my music style. Yeah, just random stuff. So if you want, follow me on those, links or handles in the description box. Okay, I need to warn you that old Jacqie, the Jacqie from way back when she was younger and dumber and stuff, she makes an appearance in this. I sound schizophrenic, guys. I'm not, but people who know me from back then and now will understand exactly what I'm saying. Those of you who don't, buckle up, Buttercup. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Yeah, okay, so I don't know if that intrigued you or scared you away. Hopefully it intrigued you and you're still here. Let's get into this lovely, crazy video. All right, let's get into this full face and nothing new. Okay, I'm gonna use the E.L.F. putty eye primer to prime my eyes. So, how y'all doing? That's right, I'll tell y'all. How is everybody? I am just hunky-dory. Weird thing today. Was coming back from taking my son to school, and my vehicle is one of those vehicles that when you turn it off, the radio stays on until you open a door. Well, weird thing. I turned off the car, took the key out of the ignition and opened the door and the radio stayed on. I was like, wait a second, that's not good. It'll kill my battery. So I'm like, what in the world? So I put the key back in, turn it back off, open the door, and it's still on. I was like, this is gonna be an issue. This is gonna kill my battery. This can't stay on. Like, and then all of a sudden, it just went off. I was like, all right, that was weird. Don't mind my hair. I will address it after the makeup. I will dry my hair. Okay, so I just put it up in a headband. For now, this is so 9th, 10th grade school picture me right now with the hair and the headband, and then I put like mousse in it. I thought I was like, anyways, so we're gonna go in with the Tati Beauty palette because I have not used this in quite some time. So we're gonna dabble in this today. I think I'm gonna start off with a little bit of story right there. That's gonna be my transition shade. So, anyways, as I was saying, it says dry. I washed my brushes, so I gotta make sure they're dry before I use them. So I was like, okay, that's really weird. But whatever, it turned off, so cool, we're good. I get out of the car, there's 3 crows flying overhead. One lands on the pole right next to my car and just sits there, and the other 2 go to some giant pine trees that are next door. I was like, okay. I was like, hi birdies. Let's just be nice birdies, and it's sitting up there. I'm like, don't poop on my car. I was like, okay, this is weird. I'm going in the house now. And that is how I started off my morning. Weird morning. So, yeah. Anyways, that was my very strange, but okay, whatever morning. So we'll see what the rest of the day holds. And then obviously took a shower, and here we are filming. So far, this is my day. We will see. I have to pick my son up from school an hour later so he could do his lovely little evaluation for his counseling that he gets at school. So, yeah. So that's what I have to do today. And then of course there's, homeschool work stuff. The lighting might change because the sun's coming up again. So just be aware. So yeah, that's and I don't know, maybe, just the fact that all happened like one right after another was like so weird. And the fact that it's October is already creepy to me anyways. Because, that's when everybody starts doing their Halloween looks and stuff. And if you are in the makeup community and you follow the makeup community on, online and stuff, there are some talented people in this world, like talented people. And they can do some creepy makeup, and I'm not gonna lie, it kind of creeps me out. So yeah, let's see, what are we gonna use? I need another brush. Do I want to use this brush? I feel like I don't, but I feel like I'm going to. All right, this is dry, right? Yes. Okay, gotta take a little of the Story and the Sequin formula right there, and I'm going to put that in the crease because it's just a slightly different tone. Maybe it's not, and I'm just stupid. I don't know. Let's see. I feel like it's just slightly like darker. I don't know why, but I just feel maybe not. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's all in my head. That could be. I mean, I am a little cuckoo. So yeah, I'm gonna put some in the outer corner as well. We're doing a very orange look today, aren't we? Okay, I'm gonna be a pumpkin, I guess. See, October, weirdness all over the place. Anyways, so yeah, that was my day. I don't know. Maybe I've been watching too much Bailey Sarian, and maybe I'm just creeping myself out. But come on, like, the radio thing was weird. It's the first time it's ever done that. And we'll see if it does it again later when I go pick up my son. But, I mean, that was weird. And then 3 crows just happen to be flying over as soon as I get out of my car, like, and they're doing their little caw thing. And crows and creepy movies go hand, like, no? Alright. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Jacqie doesn't do creepy. I just don't. I don't like being scared. There's nothing fun about being scared. I don't understand people who enjoy being scared. There's something about fearing for my life that just isn't enjoyable. I have dreams where I am fearing for my life, and those are not fun dreams. I actually have, like, nightmares where I know I'm about to die, and there's nothing I can do but like wait it out, just wait it out. Like I've had dreams where I've been shot in the back and I can't move and I know I'm dying and there's nothing I can do but lay there and die. Weird. I don't know why. I live in a very small town and it's very safe here and it's not like people are getting shot. I mean, it's really not any rational fear to have where I am. You know what I'm saying? It's not like something that is likely to happen to me. So, I don't know, maybe it's the unlikeliness of everything in the world that's going on that is just making me, I don't know. But it's been happening for a long time now, so I don't know. And then I've also had dreams where I am in a car, and I'm gonna take that transition brush and just kind of go over the edges, where I'm in a car and the car crashes and like is flying over a cliff type, mountain cliff type situation, and there's nothing I can do but wait to crash and, I mean, die. Like, these are dreams that I have. And I'm just like, I don't know what that means. I mean, I have a fear of dying. I mean, I don't want to die. I don't, because of the uncertainty of the afterlife, you know. Well, some of you know. Some of you have strong beliefs, strong enough beliefs to convince yourself of whatever. I, not so much. So, I don't know. Anyways, that's that. Weird things happening in the month of October. Okay. What do I want to do now? Do I want to go on the lid? I'm going to go on the lid with the Story Metallic. We're using all story today. We are storying it up. Is that? No. All right, we're going to go into that. I'm going to put that on the lid using my finger. Oh, it's so pretty. I don't know why I don't know why. I do know why, because I saw Bailey Sarian do a look just like this. And I was like, ooh, I could do that using the Tati palette. And here we are. I watch way too much of her, I really do. There's something about the way that she tells what happened to people or what people have done that doesn't scare me. I can't watch like documentaries of these things happening. Like, I can't watch real life like recreations or like trials of the things. Am I making any sense? I can't like watch video of horrible things happening, but I can hear somebody tell it to me without it like affecting me in the same way. Does that make sense? When somebody tells me, I know that it's horrible and I know that it's an awful thing and it is sad, but when I see it, it like traumatizes me. So I don't know, there's just something about the way that she tells the stories of what's happened to these people or what these people have done that it doesn't freak me out and like traumatize me, but it's still sad and I still know that it's a true story and it really happened to people. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I hope that's making sense. All right, I'm actually going to go into a little bit of ritual and I'm going to use that to deepen up the outer corner. Use this little pencil type brush. BH Cosmetics. I'm just going to take a little of that and just deepen up this outer corner a little bit. So yeah, I think that's probably the only way that I can have true stories, true horrific stories told to me, is like that, the way she does it. Because I can't watch it on the news. It really, it bothers me. I have to it's sad. People are like, oh, you just changed the channel. It's like it never happened. But I have to change the channel and act like it never happened, because it gets to me. It really gets to me when horrible things happen to people. And if I have to watch, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it. I get traumatized easily. I don't know why. So yeah, anyways, so I don't know, maybe I've been watching too much of her, and like now things are just starting to creep me out. I was watching one of her stories. Wow, I'm like obsessed with her. This might be an issue. Once I get through all the murder mystery makeups and start watching her tutorials, because I'm going through all the murder mystery makeup things, and then I'm going to go back and go through her regular videos. So once I get through those, I think we'll be okay. But there's this one, she was telling a story and her door closed on its own. And it freaked her out. And I was like, yeah, that's creepy. But yeah. So, Halloween, stuff like that, not my thing, not my thing, not my thing. My son doesn't care for it either. He got scared once. I don't know, I'm sure I've told this story. I'm sure I tell it every Halloween. So this would be what? The third Halloween? So maybe? I don't know. Wait, that would make it 3, no. 1, 2. Yeah, like the third Halloween. It's been 2 years. Anyways, so like we went trick-or-treating, and my ex-husband, yes, I've been married before, don't judge me. He lives in the same area I do, and I know that I'm gonna use a little bit of glitter stay, and I'm gonna go in with some of the glitter story shade and tap that on the lid. The glitter. Hello, Jacqie. Glitter story. Yeah, pretty. It's like gold and orange glitters. Anyways, I know that he likes to dress up for Halloween. Carves pumpkins, dresses up. It's a whole thing for him. He finds it interesting. I personally don't, but that's just me. Some people really get into Halloween. I clearly don't. But I love her glitter formula. It is so good. Okay, so I knew that he was gonna end up, you know, being dressed up as something. So I knew it wasn't a good idea to take my child there. It's gonna scare him. But his uncle said, nah, he'll be fine as long as he's with Uncle. I was like, no, he won't. So his uncle took him to the door to trick or treat, and sure enough, comes in a costume. I think it was like a wolf costume. Oh, boy, did my son freak out. He freaked out, like tried to escape from Uncle's arms, like freaked out, wanted nothing to do with this. And for years, he would not go trick-or-treating. Years. I mean, he had to be like two or three when this happened. So for years, he would not go trick-or-treating. To this day, he still doesn't care to go trick-or-treating. It doesn't bother him not to. He doesn't care. He's like, we can stay home. That's fine. We'll just buy him candy. Like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. He traumatizes just like I do. So that was fun. And of course my ex, he felt bad because he wasn't intending on scaring him. But I mean, I knew it was gonna happen. Nobody believes me. Nobody ever listens to Jacqie. Nobody listens to Jacqie. Alright, I'm gonna use this Maybelline New York Master Precise All Day Eyeliner and line my eyes. When I was younger, I used to dress up as a witch like 3 years in a row. I don't know why. Probably because there was like 5 of us, and I mean, buying Halloween costumes is expensive. But I remember we used to have to dress warm because I live in New York, so the weather is very unpredictable. It can hail, sleet, snow. There's chances of anything on Halloween. It could be warm. It usually is raining or snowing. So I remember I used to have to dress warm. Well, I had to wear like a hat under my witch hat, so I didn't realize my witch hat blew away. We went searching for that. So I was very upset that my witch hat blew away. So my dad and we hopped in the truck and literally drove around looking for this stupid witch hat, which we never found. So, yeah. But I was one of those people. Your girl was not gonna be going to nobody's house that had creepy lights, music, fog machine. Nope, wasn't that stupid. Not going there. It's not happening. You ain't getting me to go there. It's not gonna happen. This one time there was this house, and they had like a black light outside. So I was already a little suspicious of it. I was iffy. I was kind of like, yeah, Dad, I don't know if I really want to go to this one. And he's like, oh, it's fine. It's just a black light, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I go to it. Some dude comes flying around the corner of the house with a fake chainsaw. And oh my God, traumatized. I traumatize easily. Okay. I'm gonna use the Lash Princess. So we have this haunted hayride thing around where I live. I've been on it a few times. Not a huge fan. No, I don't like people. There's of course always those horror stories that you don't know if this stuff really happened or not. But if it hasn't been on the news, chances are it didn't actually happen. But then you got those people who are like, oh, it happened. And you're kind of like, but did it? Where people were told, like, people were being pulled off the hay ride and brought into the woods and horrible things. But, like, it was never on the news or anything, and I like to believe that if something like that was happening, they wouldn't allow this to continue. Seems like common sense to me, but then again, world lacks a lot of common sense, so I don't know. But of course there's those horror stories you hear, so you're already like, I don't think that really happened, but what if it did? You know, so you're already creeped out, and then the people come out of the woods and they scare the crap out of you, and just, I was one of those people. I had to sit in the middle of the hayride because I needed to be surrounded by people because I was scared. It's all fun and games till I hop up on the hayride. Like somebody from the woods hops up like onto the back and they're right there and you're like, yeah, that's not fun. Yeah, and then there's always like the haunted houses they have there. Yeah, I'm like, no, I don't like being scared. There's nothing fun. People are like, oh, it's the adrenaline rush. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't like feeling like I'm having a heart attack. Like, that's not, no. So I don't do haunted houses. I don't know if I told the story of Nightmare Manor. But first, I'm gonna use this Pixie Rose Oil Blend. I'm gonna put some of this on my face. And today we're gonna use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation stick in Shell Ivory. So that is the foundation we're using today. I only have that much left of it, so let's see see if we can get through this, shall we? Well, obviously I'm not going to get through it right now, but put some of this on real quick, dab some of that on, and I'll get into the story of Nightmare Manor. Use this sponge. I think this is from Lemongrass Spa. We're going to sponge that in. So, okay, the story of Nightmare Manor. It is a haunted house in my semi-area in the city closest to me. Rochester. I don't know if it's still there or not. I don't bother checking. It was ran by my now husband. He wasn't my husband at the time. He was actually my best friend's husband. Anyways, let's not get into that. His boss, he used to work for a landscaping company, and his boss ran this Nightmare Manor place every September, October. And it was, you know, they would talk about it on the radio, about how scary it was and all this other crap. So, of course, my best friend at the time wants to go to this with her husband, which is now my husband. That sounds really bad. There was a lot going on at the time, way back when, and stuff. It's just, shit happens. Okay, it's called life. Moving on. So, they want to go to Nightmare Manor, and they think it's fun. Let's take Jacqie. Who the hell thought of that idea? It's, well, my best friend at the time. Not gonna lie, wasn't the nicest person. She was not. Okay, anyways, we're not gonna get into that. All right, so we know Jacqie doesn't like scary things, so of course we're gonna see if she wants to go. So I'm, home with my then fiance, now ex-husband, and they come. My best friend, her husband, another friend of ours, and her brother-in-law. Is that accurate? Let's see, Jeremy. Yes. And then they came to get me. And they were like, hey, we want to go to Nightmare Manor. You want to come with us? And I went, no. No, I do not. I don't want to go to that. I know me. I know I don't like scary things. And I know that I don't want to do this. And no was not an option, apparently. So they were like, oh, you'll be fine, come with us, and I was, no, guys, I know me, I'm not stupid, I know what I like, I know what I don't like, I know I don't like being scared, I know I don't want to go through this Nightmare Manor place, I know me, I'm not an idiot. No, I don't want to go. I'd rather just stay home. You can go without me. Let me know how it goes. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Well, that wasn't an option. No, it was not an option. So, they literally, this is how nice of friends I had back in the day. And I still remind my husband of this to this day. It was not funny. He still thinks it's funny. It was not funny. They literally pick me up. They get the money for the ticket from my fiance. I don't know why they didn't ask him to go. He probably would have went. No, I don't know why they didn't ask him, but apparently we're gonna torture Jacqie because we think that it's funny. So they literally pick me up and carry me out to the car. I'm trying to get away. I'm little. I'm going to take the Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer. I am little. I am 4'11 3/4, so I just rounded up to 5 foot. Yes, us short people, we like to do that. Let it go, guys. I mean, let us be 5 foot. So 4'11 3/4, and at the time weighed like 96 pounds. wasn't a challenge for these people to pick me up and carry me out to the car. And they put me in the car. They put me in the car, back seat, in the middle, between mutual friend here and brother-in-law over here. Jacqie can't get out. Jacqie can't get out of the car. Jacqie's stuck in the car. They think this is funny. My fiance at the time apparently didn't give two shits. Yeah, I said it. Didn't care. Apparently thought it was also funny. I didn't find it funny at all. Well, they drive all the way out to this Nightmare Manor place, and we go and we get in line. Now, I am trying to get the hell out of this line because I told these people I didn't want to freaking do this. And they like surround me. I'm in the middle. They surround me so I can't get out of line. I don't know why these people find these things funny, but anyways. So they surround me so I cannot get out of line. And there are people, see if I can find powder brush and powder. Where is my powder brush? Here, I'll just use this. So there are people like that are going, you know, that work for this Nightmare Manor. They are like going and sneaking up behind people in line with, you know, fake chainsaws that make the noise and vibrate but don't obviously have a chain on them, and they come up and they scare the shit out of people. Well, I saw this person walking through the crowd, and you can hear screams and people are like scattering away from the line. So I'm like, oh, But because I was surrounded by these people, they couldn't get to me. So I was safe from that guy. Okay? They got me safe from that guy. So this line is outside. I mean, it is in a big parking lot. It is outside. By the way, I used the number 7 Lift Illuminate. And I'm going to go in with the E.L.F. What's left of my E.L.F. powder. I need to get more. I really, really do. And put that on the rest of my face. So I'm just gonna grab this big powder brush here. So I can't get out of line. They're thinking this is fun. I'm thinking I'm not doing this. I need to find a way to get the hell out of here. This isn't funny. I don't like it. Call me a baby, call me a wuss, call me whatever the hell you want. I know I don't like being scared, and I don't care what you call me. I know who I am, and I'm okay with it. So, finally we get to the door, and right inside the door, you know, there's Halloween noises and creepiness, people dressed up, and I am like, guys, I'm not kidding. I don't want to do this. And they're like, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. They can't touch you, it'll be fine. And I'm like, no, guys, I'm serious. I don't want to do this. So I'm like crouched down in like this corner, and I am like almost in tears. I'm like, guys, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. I'm too scared. I don't want to do this. They're laughing. They think it's funny. I don't freaking find it funny. So we get to an area where like the bathroom's over here, and I was like, I'll just run to the bathroom. They can't get me. They can't get me in the bathroom. So I run to the bathroom, and I am in the bathroom, crouched down in the corner of the bathroom in tears. Guys, I cannot do this. My best friend comes into the bathroom, and she's like, are you seriously that scared? And she's talking to me like I'm a child. And I was like, yes, I am that scared. And so she got pissed off at me. And she was like, fine, I'll have Jeremy, you know, or she's like, fine, you can go back to the car or whatever. We're not going to make you do this. So I was like, thank you. So I come out of the bathroom and they're like, she's like crying in there. Just let her go. Let her go back to the car. She can wait for us at the car. They don't give me the keys to the car so I can wait inside the car. They thought, you know, if I'm too scared to go through this haunted house, I deserve to sit outside and wait for them. So I was sitting on the trunk of the car waiting for them to go through. And then they finally came back to the car and I was like, okay, are we satisfied now? I told you I didn't like it. I told you I didn't want to do it. I told you I was too scared. Y'all tried to make me do it anyways, and I wasn't having it. I didn't care. I wasn't having it. There's no way they were going to make me go through there. I was freaking out. And so they were like, well, whatever. And our mutual friend is like, oh, that was a waste of $10, wasn't it? Because, you know, it cost $10 at the time. It definitely is not $10 now. This was a while ago. The tickets was $10. She's like, well, that was a waste of $10, wasn't it? And I was like, I don't give a shit. I didn't have to go through it, so I don't care if my fiance wasted $10. I said I didn't want to do it. Nobody wanted to listen to me. So I don't care. I don't give a shit. Money's not as important to me as it is to the rest of the world. I prefer happiness over money. Anyway, so she was like, oh, that was a waste of $10, wasn't it? Well, get back to my apartment. And they take off, and what do I see laying in the yard? My apartment. A $10 bill. $10 bill must have fallen out of our dear mutual friend's pocket and was in my yard. There's my $10, got it back, and didn't have to go through the haunted manor. Who's laughing now? They still are, because they make fun of me every year, so. That's the story of Nightmare Manor, and how much Jacqie does not. Oh, by the way, that was an E.L.F. instant lift brow pencil in neutral brown. I don't know, whatever. So, that is my story of Nightmare Manor, and how much I will do to get out of going through a haunted house. And I'm not even embarrassed. I don't care. Okay, so let's finish this face up, shall we? What other Halloween stories do I have? Oh, my mom. She was the best. All right, I'm using the Sculpt and Glow from Profusion for a contour. Looks like this beat all the crap because I use it in contour. I've hit pan and yeah, I use it all the time. So, anyways, my mom, before we would go out trick-or-treating, she would always give us some candy in our bags to start with, so we didn't look like we just started going out. I don't know what it was about that was like supposed to be like special. Oh, look, you already have some candy. Oh, good, you must be having fun. I don't know, it was weird. But my mom always used to do that. She always used to give us candy. And then I used to think it was the absolute funniest thing when we were done to come back, when we came back, to ring the doorbell and say trick or treat at my own house. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. My mom would come to the door with the bowl and she'd be like, oh, you're so silly. Okay, that sounded absolutely nothing like my mom, but she would just laugh, give us some more candy, like we needed another piece of candy, and then let us in the house and help us get out of our costumes and go through our candy. So, yeah, I don't know why, but I was like, oh, you know, it'd be really funny if we go up to the house and we ring our own doorbell and trick or treat. I was a kid. To me, that was funny. So, yeah. Alright, hey, now we're going to move on to some bronzer. How was that? I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Ticket to Brazil bronzer. So, How about any of you have any fun Halloween stories from when you were a kid or with your kids? Anything? I don't know why. I mean, my stories aren't really fun. They're kind of terrifying. Traumatizing. No wonder I have so many freaking issues. My God. They're like, girl, you got some problems. And I'm like, yeah, well, people are not very nice to me. I was never treated very nicely. I don't know why. I thought I was a good person. I tried to be a good friend. But I also wasn't the type of person, though, that was going to sit there and allow somebody to, like, bully me. No, that wasn't going to happen. Like, my best friend and I, we got in plenty of fights. Like, she, like, wasn't a great friend to me. We were teenagers, okay? You get those friends that aren't really friends, but you don't, like, your parents try to warn you about this person, but you're like, but she's my best friend, and you're like, but I don't like her, I don't like the way she treats you, she's not a friend, you know, anybody else got, well, that's how it was for us, and anyways, so, yeah, but I wasn't the type of person to sit down and take people's crap. I was a fighter. I fight back. Not like a fight, well, there were times. But I was like, you weren't gonna pick on me, and I wasn't gonna just let you. That wasn't gonna happen. Let's finish the bottom lash line, and I'm just gonna take the crease, what is it? Sequin. And I'm just going to run it along here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, people would, I mean, just because I'm little people are feisty. People underestimate little people. Let me just tell you this. We're small. We gotta fight the big fight, you know? We can't sit there and be like, oh, I'm so little. I'm so intimidated because I'm so little. Nah, there's a reason why little people, smaller, shorter people, are considered loud and mean. We have to be. To be seen, heard, and taken seriously, we have to be. And take the transition brush and just kind of run it along there. And then take the crease, or the outer corner ritual shade, and just add some here. So, like, I'm not the type of person, you're not gonna talk bad to me, and I'm not just gonna sit there and be like, oh, leave me alone, I'm just a little girl. No. It's amazing I haven't had my butt kicked for talking back to people who could seriously kick my ass. I'm gonna use the falsies on the bottom lashes. Just poked myself. So, like, people would, like, think that about me, but then they would be shocked when I would get in their face and prove my point, because you're not going to talk like that to me. And I used to get in arguments all the time at my apartment complex that I lived in, like, with the neighbors and stuff. All the time. People were constantly calling the cops on me. It was funny, because it was like, really? You came over here and started yelling at me because I yelled at your kid or something. Oh, look, they're both filled. Oh, great. I'll go tomorrow. Because 90% of the time, I was yelling at people's children because they weren't watching their kids, and their kids were getting in all kinds of freaking trouble and causing all types of issues. And I was the type of person where if I saw a kid doing something they shouldn't be doing, I almost speak up, tell that kid, knock it off. And if a child was to pick on another child that I, like, was protective of, I'm gonna tell you, knock it off. And they would run back to their mommies, and they would cry, and be like, this girl, this lady's such a bully. So the moms would be like, "You're not gonna bully my kid," and that's not even. They would come at me. No, you're not gonna come at me. So I need a blush. I'm gonna take a peach blush. We're gonna use the peach in this Believe Beauty contour highlight, Get Glowing highlight and contour palette. We're gonna use that. So they'd come and they would, don't yell at my kid, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, maybe you should be out here watching your kid and you would know what the hell was going on. Just a thought. And they would get mad, and because I didn't have kids, I didn't know what it was like to have a kid. I had no idea what I was talking about. You don't have kids, you don't know. And I was the type of person where I was like, it's common sense. Watch your damn kids so your kid's not getting into everything and being a jerk to other kids. Just come outside and pay attention to your damn child. No, that's not how it worked. Okay, I get it. So they would come and they would be like, my child didn't do that, blah, blah, blah. I hate parents like that. I'm sorry. I get sticking up for your child, but when you know damn well that your child is capable and most likely did do something, don't freaking come at somebody and be like, well, my child would never do that. Okay. Well, they did. So if you were paying attention, you would know this. Or they wouldn't have done it, and we wouldn't be here. So, wow, I have such an attitude, but like this is me. This is how I think. Not as much anymore, but back then. These people would get in my face about it, and they're bigger than me. Okay, I was muscular though. Like I had muscles. I was not somebody who was gonna sit there and take your crap. So, I'm gonna use the, where'd it go? Gerard Cosmetics Star Powder and Grace for my highlight. So, highlight brush, where you at? Yeah. So they'd get in my face and I'd get right back in their face. That's just, I'm little, I need to pretend to be big to intimidate others. That's what little people do. It's kind of like when you fight a bear. When you come across a bear and they tell you to get big and be loud, that's how we live every single day of our life. We need to get big and be loud. Some of us, not all of us. Some of us are just quiet, little, but some of us, we're not. We weren't raised that way. That's not how we were. Well, I wasn't technically raised to be like this. It's just my personality, I guess. I don't know. So, I'd get right back in their face, knowing, I knew, if this person hits me, I am screwed. So, I didn't care. I was like, I'm not scared of you. Knowing that if they were to throw punches, I was screwed. I was never really a big fighter. Anyways, so yeah, they would get right in my face and I would get right back in theirs, and they of course would turn to their husband or whoever, be like, call the cops! And I was like, oh, come on. So the cops were constantly getting called on me. Use a setting spray. Okay, so this one time this lady got right in my face and I got right in her face. I was like, bring it on. And my now husband and my ex-husband, we were all friends. So they came up and they grabbed me and pulled me away because they knew if that lady hits her, she's screwed. But I was like, I knew it, they knew it, that lady probably knew it, but I didn't care, because I was like, you're not going to intimidate me, I'm not backing down, that's not who I am. Come from a very small town, you think I lived in the ghetto. No, 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 no. All right, I'm gonna go blow dry my hair, and then when I come back, I will choose a lip because I don't want my hair to stick to my lips while I'm blow drying it, so I'll choose a lip after I blow dry my hair. So I will BRB. Oh, the good old days. BRB, y'all. I'm back. All right, I'm gonna throw some white in my waterline just because I feel like it needs a little bit of brightening up there. Any of my like old friends watch this video, they're gonna be like, oh, hey, Jacqie, haven't seen this side of you in a while, because I've changed a lot. And a little bit of the old me just came back out in this video. It's nice to know I still have my backbone though, in case I need it. All right, I'm gonna use the Sugar and Spice lip pencil from Gerard Cosmetics. And that's gonna be my lip liner. I'm sure you figured that out. Whoa, hi, okay, that's intense. All right, I'm gonna go in with this CoverGirl Melting Pout Matte Lip Color in Currant Nude. I haven't used this in a long time. But it smells the same. I almost got it on my nose, so I think it's still good. Fingers crossed. I hope so. I think I'm gonna add a little dimension to the corners here. What accent was that? What accent was that? Anyways. All right, well, that is it, everyone. I hope I did not scare you away with my stories and attitude. Dare I say I got a little attitude-y. Yeah. So that is not necessarily who I am anymore. That a lot of old Jacqie came out in this video. I have changed a lot and I'm not as confrontational as I used to be, that's for sure. That's for sure. I know when to keep my mouth shut now. Then, not so much. Now, I do. But it is still in there if I ever need it to come back out. So, it's good to have it, just in case. So, that is it for this video. This video, I don't even know what the heck I'm gonna call this video. I was gonna call it Full Face of Nothing New, and then I was like, I started talking so much. I don't know, we'll do Full Face of Nothing New / Halloween Stories / Attitude. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Anyways, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, wow, okay. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I hope you will return for future videos and I didn't scare you away. Hope. And yeah, I also hope that you have a wonderful day.